Hi guys, so a new rune page caught my eye after the new season rune changes, and that's what we're going to be hopping into today. So there are two main things about this build: the Arcane Comet, which a lot of pros have already been playing on Aurora, as well as the fact that you can get Axiom Arcanist and Ultimate Hunter in the same page. So the reason for not going electrocute is that the domination tree was changed so that there's a batch of vision only runes, which I won't be going into today, but eyeball collection and similar have been removed. So instead we pick this page where we also have the strength of being able to proc Scorch and Arcane Comet, as well as sudden impact with just an E, which gives you a lot of early game strength. On top of this, your ult cooldown will be about 74 seconds after a proc of Axiom Arcanist, compared to the base of 140 seconds with just a Malignance. So this gives us a lot of trading power with E and a lot of early skirmish fighting power with the ultimates, which I find would be really strong for the new feats of strength and the focus on the early game in this season. It seems that on the stat sites this does also show us a pretty strong build already, so I do think it's promising, but either way it would be fun to have such a strong ultimate in this E interaction as well. One thing to note about the Axiom Arcanist, however, is that you need to have the wall be taken down before the ultimate gets the reduction on a kill. And this doesn't necessarily make Axiom Arcanist bad. You'll probably be getting more takedowns later on in the fight either way, but if you have the option you can recast it if you want the reduction. So like this, and here we see the cooldown is 80, whereas if I try again and take down this ultimate, we do get the reduction. The main weakness of this build is that we don't have a mana rune. We would normally either have Presence of Mind or Mana Flow Band, but we choose to take Axiom Arcanist instead, as well as this incredibly strong secondary tree, which is probably the main reason this build works. I do think it would be fine anyway, since you'll be building a lot of early mana with the Lost Chapter from Malignance, but it can be annoying to play around. Some swaps that could be made are: you could take Absolute Focus instead of Transcendence. I've focused on ult cooldown here because it's very strong each time you ult with Malignance and the other interaction here. But Absolute Focus, since you're most likely full HP when you're stealthing in and ulting, will give you a lot more ult damage. I've also chosen Scorch for the aforementioned interaction with E, but also due to the fact that in this season there's a lot of focus on the early game, but you could take Gathering Storm. Overall, I hope you'll enjoy the skirmishing power and trading power of this new build, as well as the big ultimates and teamfights. Have fun playing Aurora.